we never had so many communication happening around us when it comes to our work environment. And unfortunately, it never was so hard to actually make sure that the right message is being delivered. Isn't that very confusing? Think about the professionals who build themselves or develop themselves before the internet world. Those people will need to rely in content curation from magazines and from publication from their industries to stay up to date to what is happening right now, right around them. But how about us? We have the internet, we have the blogs, we have the social media. We know about what is happening all the time. Do we? I mean, think about yourself. Do you think you are someone well informed about your industry, the trends, what is happening, what is changing? Because there is data showing that the more communication evolves, unfortunately, people are getting less good quality and on the content they are consuming, and unfortunately, they are getting less informed about the world about them. And the same goes to our work or to what is happening inside our company. The company communicates a lot. There's a lot of different ways to communicate. We have the channels, the applications like Teams and Slack that we get information from people. Then we have email, and then we have many kind of different meetings, team meetings, daily meetings, meetings, information meetings, all kind of meetings, right? Your Our calendar for sure is not something that stay empty for a long time. But there is a research from Microsoft Work Trend Index from 2025 saying that employees receive an average of 150 messages and 120 emails per day. So 57% of those people or those people time is going to communication, meetings, emails, chats. Only 43% goes to actually creation or to the work itself, to execute the work. And then in the same research, we see that 68% of people are saying they do not have time to focus on their work. So we are communicating more, communicating in a very expressive amount of channels and layers, but we are apparently not being better in any sense from the past where we didn't have that many channels, but we're focusing on delivering the message. In another research, also from Microsoft and recently in a congress, they discovered that 48% of employees and 52% of leaders would say that works feel more chaotic and fragmented than ever. So basically, what we are saying is more information is not the same as more clarity. And this is a big problem because communication is for sure one of the most important things for your career. If you don't communicate well, how people could know what you are doing and why you are doing what you're doing and how your work is connecting to the business goals and how your work is connected to what your team or the rest of the teams are delivering. Communication from your career perspective is very, very important, right? If you will think about the connections of this with your career development, it's even more crucial because if you're not able to make sure that you and your team are receiving the right amount of information on time and delivering the right information also on time, you are probably going to have many important gaps. And those gaps, they make projects fail, they make products have less quality. So the problem around communication is not only the communication itself, but all the consequences that came from that. And the problem, the reflection I want to make here is pretty much connected to this, to exactly this point. If you are communicating more, if we are communicating more, why the work is not improving the same qualitative way from that perspective? Because the feeling that meetings are being a problem or the feeling that we have too many channels, it's increasing in a bad way. People are more and more realizing that they are participating in bad meetings. Actually, many companies research with people internally. That is a research from another data I was reading recently in the Harvard Business Review. Companies research internally what is being the biggest inefficient way the companies spending their money. And many companies are getting back that the meetings are being one of those problems. You put a lot of people, those people have a price, right? That the hour has a price, a cost in this case, and you're putting all those people together for 1 hour and a half to discuss a problem that could have been an email. So meetings are actually one big problem for many companies in terms of cost and productivity. So we're focusing right now in so many different great innovation things like AI and new technologies. But are we not talking the same with the same importance about meetings and how to run better meetings? I get concerned about that, and I try to bring this reality to the teams I'm working on all the time because I believe that just by having better meetings and a better communication structure with our teams, we are going to see work improve in a good way. And that is also connected to this thing here, to the mental, to the brain, to the mental aspect of work. Because people who feel that they are in an environment with bad communication, they will start feeling pressure for two things. First, for maybe the fear of missing some information. They are afraid that they are missing some channel, they are missing some information that they should know. And the other way, they are concerned where they should inform about their work. If there is something that they should have said in a meeting, if there is something they should have communicated to their manager or to someone else, to some other team, this concern makes the brain not be able to concentrate on the work to execute right now and spark the attention in so many different layers all the time. And for the knowledge worker, this is a terrible thing because your focus, your concentration should go to the right things. And that's part of your energy, personal energy management. That is to know where to put your energy and your focus right now. If you are lacking a good communication in your team, if you're lacking a good communication around your peers at work, bring that reflection to your next discussion with them and try to bring the problem about bad meetings as something that your team should be addressing right now.